Hey guys, HDvee here, and welcome back to a brand new video on Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Now, unless you're living under a rock, yesterday was a very good day for Pokemon fans. We not only got the confirmation of a Pokemon conference tonight, where they're going to be showing some new Pokemon things, we also got access to the information that we're getting a brand new Pokemon Direct for Sword and Shield next week on the 5th of June, which is 15 minutes long, so a lot of information will be shown in both the conference and Sword and Shield. Now, what I decided to do was go back in time and take a look at all the information that we found out in like the last conferences for Pokemon, and for Generation 7, the information that we had for those games before E3, to see what we might be taking a look at for the conference tonight and the Direct next week. So if you're excited for today's video, be sure to drop a like down below. It really does help out. Leave a comment with what you want to see in the Direct or the conference, and of course subscribe as well if you're brand new. I do daily Pokemon content on the channel and keep you up to date with all the news for Pokemon as well. So with all of that out of the way though guys, let's get into the video and take a look at what we might see in the Direct and the conference. So starting things off, we're going to go over the Direct, and then we're going to finish off the video with the conference tonight. Now, of course, I will be streaming the conference tonight. It's at 2 o'clock in the morning for me, so very early. I'm probably going to go for a fat power nap about 11 o'clock tonight, and then wake up like an hour before the conference, and then we will be streaming it live. Yeah, it's going to be a good time, so make sure to come out to that, unless, obviously, it's like 3 in the morning for you, doesn't matter. Either way, start off with the Direct. So, what did we have for Sun and Moon at this time when those games were coming out? Well, we had access to the starter Pokemon first. Now, I don't remember if we had access to the evolutions of Poplio, Litten, and Rowlet. I don't think we did. All I know is that we definitely had access to the starters. So that is, of course, the same as Generation 8. We've already been introduced to Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. So those two things are the same. Again, I can't remember if the evolutions of the Alola starters were shown by the time we got E3. I don't think they were, but I don't want to say no in case I get attacked in the comments. That's not to say that we won't be getting the evolutions of Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble in the Direct next week. We definitely could. Who knows? We might even. I don't know. They might just show that because we haven't got any information in a while. Because 15 minutes is a long time, so they're probably going to be showing a lot of new information. So it would be really cool to see the second stages of those Pokemon. It helped me decide which starter I'm going to travel across Galar with, because I have absolutely no idea. So yeah, those two things are the same. We've already been shown the starters for Galar, just as we did for Alola. So that's the same. Next up, we have the Alola map. Now, we got introduced to this as well before E3 when these games were coming out, and that is exactly the same as Galar. We've been introduced to the Galar map. Well, I don't know. A lot of people think it's just a portion of it. Then the actual map that we've seen isn't the whole thing. Who knows? Maybe if it's not the whole thing, we might see the whole thing in the Direct. But I don't know. I think it is the whole thing. I think the game will just be bigger though. So yeah, that again is just the same. But that's really all we've got for Sword and Shield so far. Literally the starters, the map, and the protagonist. That's all we've got. So what else did we have for Sun and Moon at this time when those games were coming out? Well, first of all, we were introduced to some brand new characters. Now, we had like people like Gladion and Lily was introduced to for Sun and Moon at this time when the games were coming out. But we've obviously had none of that for Sword and Shield. So in this Direct, it is very likely that we are going to be introduced to maybe our rival or rivals, if there's more than one, the Professor or the Professors. Everything's plural because a lot of rumors and speculation been going around that we're going to get more than one Professor, we're going to get more than one rival. So I definitely would go into the Direct expecting that we're going to be introduced to some brand new characters, like the main characters that are going to be in the Sword and Shield games. It would make sense. Like I said, 15 minutes is a long time for them to have information for. So introducing new characters and maybe having more of a backstory for them, going a little bit more in depth to them, would definitely kill a couple of minutes in the Direct. And again, it would be a lot more information as well. So again, I am pretty confident in saying that we will most likely be getting introduced to some brand new characters, because we had this for Sun and Moon at this time, you know, a couple years ago. So yeah, make sure you're just kind of expecting to see some brand new characters. I think it would be cool to be introduced to the rivals and the Professors, or the Professor. I don't even know. But yeah, definitely some main characters will be shown in the Direct. So next up, we also had the legendary Pokemon for Sun and Moon before E3. So it's a little bit different for Sword and Shield this time though, because with Solgaleo and Lunala, it was kind of obvious to, like, Solgaleo was Sun and Lunala was Moon. But with Sword and Shield, it's kind of like the same legendary on both the logos. It's that wolf. Now, whether that is two different forms of one Pokemon, who knows? But all I'm saying is we can expect to be seeing most likely the legendary Pokemon in the Direct, which is very, very exciting. Everyone really loves the new legendary Pokemon. Everyone loves getting introduced to the new legendary Pokemon. And that might also have a domino effect. If something like Armor Evolution is in fact in Pokemon Sword and Shield, the legendary Pokemon will definitely have some sort of relevance to that. So that might be a knock-on effect to then go into about Armor Evolution as like a new mechanic or something, and maybe that'll keep us guessing a little bit more, but I don't know. Either way, the legendary will most likely be getting shown in the Pokemon Direct next week. The typing might get shown. If it is 2 forms, they'll probably get shown. If there's a 3rd legendary, that probably won't get shown. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm pretty sure we will be getting access to the legendary Pokemon and the name of it, probably the typing, probably using a move. So yeah, all that good stuff. Remember, it is a 15-minute long Direct, so there's going to be showing a lot of information in it. And again, as I just said, that could easily knock on to Armor Evolution or whatever the different forms of this wolf will be, if there are some. So again, probably going to get access to some new characters and legendaries. Not only that, but for Sun and Moon, we also got access to all of the Zygarde, like different forms and what they're doing. So we got the Cell form, the Core form, 10% form, 50% form, the Perfect form. Obviously, we already knew about the 50% form, but all the other forms we got introduced to. Now, that was because that was a huge thing for Sun and Moon, the Zygardes were. Now, of course, I don't think Zygarde will have anything to do for Sword and Shield. I don't think it'll have any relevance to that game, because obviously the Pokemon that apparently have relevance to Sword and Shield are Meltan and Melmetal. So we might actually get a lot more information on what they are. Like, we don't actually know how to evolve Meltan in the normal games. All we know is that you have to have 400 candy in Pokemon Go, and then that's that. Like, apart from that, we literally have nothing like idea about them. And if Pokemon Sword and Shield doesn't connect to Pokemon Go, how are you going to evolve Meltan in Pokemon Sword and Shield? Like, if they don't connect to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, there's no way to get Meltan in Sword and Shield. So I definitely think they're going to probably show how to evolve Meltan into Melmetal. And not only that, there might be other forms of Meltan. Like, a lot of people thought that hill that we saw in the trailer had some sort of significance to Meltan. So instead of Zygarde being the big thing for obviously Sun and Moon, Meltan will be the big thing for Sword and Shield, and we'll probably get a lot more information on that Pokemon and how to evolve it and what relevance it does have to the storyline. But not only that, we also had information from Korokoro. Now, this wasn't actually shown from Nintendo. This was actually shown in Korokoro, the new Pokemon Kamala and Rockruff. Now, I 110% believe we will be getting some new Pokemon in the Direct, hands down, with like more evidence than anything else. We will definitely be getting access to some new Pokemon in the Sword and Shield Direct. 100%. There's not even a question about it. We're definitely going to be getting access to some new Pokemon. Now, of course, Kamala and Rockruff was in Korokoro. And Korokoro have already come out and said that the next issue of Korokoro will have a lot of information about Sword and Shield. So whether that shows new Pokemon that aren't going to be shown in the Direct, or is just going to show some things that we don't have in the Direct, I don't know. It might just show things that we already are going to see in the Direct. I generally don't know. All I'm saying is that at this time, like 2 years ago when Sun and Moon was announced or whatever, or 3 years ago, we had the information that Rockruff and Kamala were new Pokemon. So I don't think we need to base this on anything. I think we're just going to be getting some new information anyway on new Pokemon for Sword and Shield. So that's pretty much everything I can find out for Sun and Moon that we had like the information on. So obviously we had the starters, we had the map, we had new characters, your rival, your professor, we had the legendaries, and then we also had the Zygarde forms, and then we also had information on Kamala and Rockruff. So probably not all of this will be shown, but I definitely think a few of these things will be shown in the Direct next week. I mean, like I said, it's 15 minutes long. A lot of information can be shown in that. I personally think we're going to get new Pokemon, we're going to get new characters, and the Legendary. I think they're going to be the main things that we do see in the Direct. But that's just my thoughts on it. What are your guys' thoughts about the Direct? What do you guys think we're going to see in it? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. But this is just solely basing it on things that we've had in the past, for like Sun and Moon and previous generations and stuff like that. So, very exciting. You know, I would love to see like the new characters. I'd love to see the Professor. I'd love to see what tree they name this one after. But yeah, very, very interesting indeed. So that's the Direct. Again, that's happening next week on June the 5th. I will be streaming that live anyway. I'm going to be reacting it to with you guys, and then I'll probably do a breakdown of it and everything like that. But yeah, that's the Direct next week. Get excited for that. So not only that though, they also decided to give us a big old Go Pokemon conference today. The only bad thing is it's at 2 o'clock in the morning. What are they thinking? Either way, this is happening today. And you might not know this, but a lot of things have actually been shown in previous conferences. Now, what I do believe is, obviously, they told us about this conference yesterday, and then like immediately after they said, oh, there's also a Sword and Shield Direct. Now, that makes me feel like there's not going to be any Sword and Shield information in this Pokemon conference. They've also called it Pokemon 2019 Press Conference, and the last one I'm pretty sure was called a Pokemon Video Game Conference. So I don't think there's going to be any Sword and Shield news in this conference at all, because they told us about the Direct just so it wouldn't annoy everyone. Because if they didn't tell us about that Direct, and then we was watching this expecting Sword and Shield, and then there's nothing in it, everyone would be like, what is going on? Where's the Sword and Shield information? But now that we know that there's a Direct next week, we know there's going to be new information coming. So I think that's why they did it, and I don't think there's going to be any Sword and Shield in this conference at all. Maybe there will be, I just don't think there will. So what can we expect to see in this press conference tonight? Again, I will be streaming this live tonight, 2 o'clock in the morning for me. I'm not looking forward to that wake up. Oof, that's going to be horrible. But either way, we actually got Pokemon Go in a Pokemon conference. So I'm not going to say there's going to be like Pokemon Go 2 or anything like that. But there might be some things about Pokemon Go, maybe some updates and stuff, who knows, things that we could maybe look forward to. I mean, they've already brought out like trading and battling and everything like that, but they could easily bring out like a new feature, who knows. But again, Pokemon Go was shown in a Pokemon conference ages ago. I do believe that we will be seeing at least one spin-off title, 110%. It's probably going to be for mobile, because these Pokemon conferences are usually for mobile. I 110% believe that we will be getting a new game announced tonight for mobile. Maybe it could be something like, I don't know, Mystery Dungeon on the mobile. I think that'd be insane. Or maybe Pokemon Ranger on the mobile. They're definitely pushing mobile 110%, but imagine that, Mystery Dungeon on the mobile. I think Mystery Dungeon is a perfect game for mobile. I just think it works really, really well. Especially if you could connect to other players and stuff and like do dungeons with them. I think that would be insane. I think that's what people want as well. Maybe not on mobile, but I think it just does. I mean, like its pixels and stuff, it just makes sense for it to be on mobile. It looks like a mobile game to me. And any Mystery Dungeon game I would love. If it has to be on mobile, as long as we're getting a new game, that'd be insane. But I do think they'll be doing a mobile game that is getting announced tonight. Not only that, we also got Pokemon Quest. This was also announced in a press conference. I think it was the last one, actually. But yes, Pokemon Conference, of course, Pokemon Quest was announced. Another mobile game. Obviously, it's on the Switch as well. Again, just another spin-off game. Heightens the fact that we will most likely be getting a brand new spin-off game announced tonight. Whether it be available tonight, it could be. Like Pokemon Quest was available straight away after we saw that. It easily could be. But Pokemon Quest, again, another mobile game. I just think we're going to be getting a new mobile game tonight. Whether it gets announced tonight or not, like released today or not, who knows. But yeah, Pokemon Quest is another mobile game that was announced during a Pokemon conference. Not only that though, these big boys were as well. In fact, the same one with Pokemon Quest. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee were actually announced in a Pokemon conference. Now, of course, they're most likely not going to announce any main series games, because we already know Sword and Shield's on the way. They'll probably talk about the Directs, maybe. They'll probably be like, oh yeah, the Directs coming. They might give us like a little bit of a hint of what we could expect to see. I don't know. But yeah, we got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee announced in a Pokemon conference. So, again, I personally think tonight we're just going to be getting a spin-off title. I don't know how long it is tonight at all. Probably going to be like 20 minutes. I generally have no idea. Yeah, but these are just like the three main things that were shown in Pokemon conferences. Pokemon Go, Pokemon Quest, and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Like I say, I will be streaming this tonight on my channel right here. So if you want to watch it with me, I'll probably be going live at around 1:30 in the morning. God, dude, this is so early. But yeah, these are all the things. So for the conference tonight, probably going to be getting a spin-off game announced or released, who knows. And then for the Direct, we're most likely going to be seeing some new characters, the new legendaries, could be seeing some new information on Meltan, and then we'll most likely going to get some information on some brand new Pokemon as well. That's going to be everything for this video though, guys. I hope you did enjoy. It took a while to make, a lot of things to research, but I hope I did it justice. Hope you guys learned anything. Of course, this is all just speculation at the end of the day. Don't take any of this like, oh, Matt said that we're going to see new characters, and if we don't, right, it's his fault. This is just all speculation based off other things that have happened in the past. Now, I'm confident in that we're going to be getting a new game announced tonight, like a spin-off game, whether that be for mobile or for the Switch, who knows. But I think tonight's going to be exciting, you know. They've even said that, like, Pokemon fans will be excited about tonight. So, yeah, that's just everything I wanted to say to you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like down below. Leave a comment what you think we're going to see in the conference tonight, and, of course, the Direct next week. And, of course, subscribe as well if you're brand new. Hope to see you in the stream tonight. If not, have an amazing rest of your day anyway. And, yeah, until then, peace.